Peter Valley here. So you guys, if you got your Discogs account banned, I'm going to tell you how to get it back because this happened to me. It's happened to me very, very recently, and I was able to get my account banned and get it back all within a 24-hour period, and this almost did not happen. And so if I had missed just one little detail, this technique would not have worked. I never would have got my account back, and it would have been a complete disaster. So this technique is going to work for one of two types of Discogs seller. Either number one, which is where I was, you got your account banned and you have zero idea why. You're stretching your brain. You're like, maybe you have some theories, but you don't really know because you've been a good seller. It also may work for a second type of Discogs seller who has been engaging in some serious shenanigans, and you know exactly why you got your account banned. Now, I don't want to reward bad behavior on Discogs because I'm a Discogs customer as well as a seller. But I do believe everyone deserves a second chance. So if you did some shady stuff, you got banned, and you're willing to redeem yourself and never do it again, that's the contract we're gonna agree to together right now. This technique may, and in fact I believe probably will work for you as well. And by the way, I'll mention, if you come to this video because you're used to me talking about Amazon selling, a message for you guys: Discogs is a legitimate platform to kind of diversify the platforms on which you sell. So if you're selling any kind of music, whether it's CDs or vinyl, strongly encourage you to check out Discogs because I do a decent amount of business on Discogs off of Amazon, and I don't talk about it that much. So I just want to plant that seed. Discogs is a fantastic platform. Okay, let's get into it. So the first thing you're going to see when you get banned is you're going to get an email like this, and the subject line is your Discogs account has been banned. This is what I got a few weeks ago. It was pretty devastating, and you notice the language here is pretty cutthroat. It says it gives you an opportunity to download all your Discogs data for a very brief amount of time, and it says this decision is final. Your account and any accounts linked will remain permanently banned. So if you're anything like me, you sit back and you're like, what did I do to deserve this? Now, a few of you who are engaging in various shenanigans, maybe this is not entirely surprising to you that this day would come. For me, it was a total shock. So the first thing I did is I thought about my recent sales, and everyone was happy. I got positive feedback. Transaction went fine. I don't think that had anything to do with it. So the next stage in this grieving/coping process, you start to wonder, okay, well, what could it be then? So then you start stretching your brain. You're like, all right, well, what could it be? And I'm sitting here looking at this apocalyptic email of death and just wondering, what did I do to deserve this? And for me, the only thing I could come up with, the only possible terms of service violation, is that in my condition notes for every item I list on Discogs, I put a cell number and I say, hey, go ahead and text me if you have any further questions. I was like, maybe Discogs frowns upon, communication happening off of Discogs. That would make sense. So that's probably why I got banned. It could have ended there. In fact, I came very close to just walking away and considering this a permanent loss. So if you're at this stage where you think you know what happened, but you're not 100% sure, all is not lost, because I was there and I was still able to get my Discogs account back. And I'm really glad I didn't just assume it was this thing that I just thought it might possibly be, because otherwise I wouldn't have my account back. Okay, so a few days went by. This is where I did something really, really fortunate, and this is what I'm going to encourage you to do right now. I logged into my Discogs account, and I noticed that I could see nothing except what is on this page, the main dashboard. You can still access the dashboard. Everything else I couldn't see. If I clicked on my collection, my want list, obviously my storefront, everything else completely banned. And this is why I'm so glad I thought to log in and pay attention. Right at the top here where it says orders, I saw 3 orders. And I thought, that's interesting. I don't remember those 3 orders must have come in just before I got banned. But I was like, it's kind of weird to get 3 orders in one day. That's very suspicious for me. Now, this is where most of you who are doing higher volume, you wouldn't even necessarily notice this. So this is going to be very, very important to keep in mind. So we got 3 orders in one day. Actually, it was within a span of a single hour. It doesn't give you the exact, timestamp here, but it was all in the span of what appeared to be, within an hour to 3 hours. So I was like, all right. And it was 3 different buyers. So I was like, there might be a clue here. It's extremely fortunate that Discogs gives us access to the dashboard while we're banned. Otherwise, I never would have figured out what I'm about to share with you. Now, some of you see where this is going. Discogs has a huge, huge hacking problem. What happens is, and I was only vaguely aware of this at the time, I'm much more aware of it now. What happens is nefarious hackers will get access to an account and they will switch the PayPal information. Then they will do a bulk upload and upload thousands and thousands of offers and make them live for sale. They will get a bunch of sales very quickly. All that money goes directly to their PayPal account. Offers they make live are at well below market values. So in other words, some of the orders I got were for, I think one of them was for like Taylor Swift, some very rare record, and it's worth hundreds of dollars, and they listed it for, $50. So what happened was when I clicked on the order ID and everything, I couldn't see anything except that the orders existed. I couldn't see what they were for or anything. So I started Googling around. I was like, maybe I got hacked. Maybe that's what happened. Someone hacked into my account, created a bunch of listings. I got a few sales. Discogs algorithm picked up on it immediately, detected suspicious activity, shut my account down, and are blaming me for being the scammer. So I was very fortunate for some people on Google to kind of plant that seed in my head of, oh wow, maybe I got hacked. And as I searched in my inbox, I realized, I think I went to spam actually. There was an email that said, hey, your PayPal account email address has been changed in Discogs. And I was like, okay, now I'm pretty confident I've been hacked. Again, I completely almost missed this. Very easily, I could be talking to you right now with no Discogs account. But I caught this email, pieced it together, and I was like, maybe I've been hacked. So I emailed Discogs. There's an email at the bottom of that apocalypse email of death that Discogs sent you, the I've been banned email. It says help@discogs.com. So I emailed them and I just said, hey, here's what just happened. I received an alert, and I'm reading it off the screen here. This is exactly the email I sent them. I received an alert for an unknown PayPal address was added to my Discogs account. Part 2, a data export was requested in my Discogs account. I'm not sure why the hackers did that, but I noticed that email as well. Number 3, listings were created in my Discogs account, which I could not verify at this point. I was completely, essentially just making this up because I think that's what happened. But again, I couldn't access anything, so I couldn't actually see if any listings were actually created. Number 4, I said 3 sales were made, and I give them the order IDs. Remember, I couldn't even see the sales at this point. Number 5, my account was suspended. So I'm making the case to Discogs right now that I cannot prove yet that I have been hacked. So I'm going to say this again. If you engage in shenanigans and you got banned, I can't say for sure this will or will not help you. If you just went to Discogs and said, hey, I've been hacked, please forgive me, they may actually go along with it. They're going to ask a bunch of questions we'll get to here in a second, but you may actually, they get so much hacking activity that may actually work to get your account back, even if you know you're responsible for something that got you banned. I think everyone deserves a second chance. So if you're one of those people, feel free to use this tactic. And again, just email Discogs and just say, hey, suspicious activity on my account. I got banned. I think I've been hacked. See what they say. Which brings us to this email. This is their response. Hi there. Thank you for writing to us about your account. We're sorry, and it seems that you've been the target of fraudulent activity. Okay, so far so good. They're on my side. So that we can continue to assist, could you please provide the following information so we can verify that you as the account holder? All they asked me to do was just verify a bunch of information. Even if I was totally guilty of some terrible shenanigans and got myself banned, I still could have answered these questions. Your shipping address, phone number, the amount and contents of a recent sale or purchase, all of this I had. So they asked you just a bunch of information to verify that you are, in fact, the account holder. Respond to this. They say, respond to this message directly, and we'll continue to assist with your account recovery. Okay, so I just want to be clear. Even if I had not been hacked, which again, I cannot prove at this stage, had no idea, I still could have done this and probably, possibly, maybe gotten my account back. And I'm only telling you this not because I want to support bad behavior on Discogs, but because I think all of you deserve a second chance. And that was basically all it took. You can see here the follow-up email. They just said, hey, thank you for doing that. After I sent them all the information, they said, thank you. They just asked me to reset my password, and that's basically it. And they gave me my account back. Simple as that. Now, once I did have my account back, I could see very, very clearly that I had, in fact, been hacked. In a sense, I was able to get my account back by just purely floating the theory that I'd been hacked, and Discogs went along with it, gave me my account back. So the takeaways here are, number 1, if you get banned, log into the dashboard of your Discogs account, look for orders. Look for orders that you do not recognize. Number 2, whether or not this happened, again, for those of you engaged in bad behavior, use this sparingly. Contact Discogs, help@discogs.com. Just say, hey, unusual activity in my account. Here's what I noticed. A bunch of orders came in that I don't recognize, etc., etc. I'm pretty sure I've been hacked. Please restore my account. Whatever the bad behavior was, that's not me. Step number 3, they're going to ask you to verify your account. Step number 4, they're going to give you your account back. That's it. So that's it, you guys. I hope you got a lot of value out of this. I hope you can get your account back. Hopefully you're watching this and you did not get your account banned, but if you did, I hope you can get it back. Just know that all is not lost. And if it doesn't work the first time, I've heard some people say online, like, just be persistent, insist that you are not the one responsible for the bad behavior. And a lot of people have gotten their accounts back this way. So, hey guys, that's it. I have a 4-part mission for you now. Are you ready? Mission number 1, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Do it right now. Hit the button below this video. Mission number 2, get on my email list at fbamastery.com. There's a link below this video. Get all the free stuff you see here. Mission number 3, if you're selling on Amazon, you need an automated repricing tool. I'm sorry, it's just a fact. Your sales are suffering without it. I have a solution for you. It's called NeuroPrice, neuroprice.io. There's a link at the top of this page right now, as well as a link below this video. And lastly, take what you learned in this video and make some money with it. Thank you guys so much. This is Peter Valley signing off, and I'll see you guys in the next video.